Gary, you did, baby.
Who's Gary?
Who is Gary?
He's the man that's about to garnish your wages, Kelly. So Kelly is about to start having her Real Housewives of Atlanta checks garnished, all because of Gary. Now, during part 1 of the reunion, Angela mentioned Gary, and she said he was suing her. So I showed you guys the lawsuit, and it just so happened that that previous Friday, Gary received a judgment against Kelly. During that video, I told you guys Gary was about to start garnishing Kelly's wages if she wasn't careful. He now has this judgment, and that's what happens. Once you get the judgment, you can then start garnishing a person's wages and even their bank accounts. Well, me and all my nosy glory, I kept digging, and it looks like yesterday, August 17th, Gary filed the summons for garnishment. And guess who he filed it against? Truly Original, LLC, who just so happens to be the parent company / production company behind the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Gary is essentially asking this production company to withhold Kelly's paychecks from Real Housewives of Atlanta through this garnishment. Now, a judge still has to decide on a garnishment order, and Kelly can respond and say, you know, she can't live without a da-da-da-da. She has avenues that she can respond, but we all know Kelly does not like responding to lawsuits. So this is bad for Kelly. I really think this was smart on Gary's part, because had he garnished Nana's chicken and waffles, which he also can do, there's no guarantee that Gary might get his money had he garnished Nana's chicken and waffles, because Kelly owns that. So she could make it look like her income is only a certain amount and avoid having to pay as much or hardly any at all. So he went straight to her main source of income, which is likely Real Housewives of Atlanta, and he's going to get that money from them. And this isn't going to be something that Kelly can actually control, because once a judge sees how much she makes and determines how much can be garnished, it's out of her hands. And Truly is required to respond to this as well as withhold the money. So they don't have a choice either. Woo! Yeah, Kelly girl, you got to start responding to these lawsuits. This could have been avoided. It really could have. Like $70,000 on teeth or a lawyer to respond to all these lawsuits. I just feel like her priorities are all out of whack. So will Kelly be the next one to file bankruptcy? I don't know. Maybe Pinky could have showed her how to put her dentist bills on the bankruptcy. Ciao.